Welcome to the show. Well, Ted, this week we've got a perennial sports coupe favourite and a car that's trying to regain some of its former glory.
Yeah, both of these models have been around for a little while. I like the look of that Cadillac.
Well, it's the best caddy to come along in donkey's years, but what about that Honda?
Well, ever since it was introduced in 1979, the Prelude has been a modestly styled, middle-of-the-road sports coupe. Easy on the eyes, but hardly a trailblazer. The newest version, the 4th generation Prelude, breaks the mold, and then some. This is a boldly styled 2+2 sports coupe, particularly in the back-end treatment. And Honda owes Mercedes for the taillight trunk arrangement. Personally, I think the taillights are too big for the rest of the car, and the back looks heavy and uncoordinated. Nice try, Honda, but back to the drawing boards. On the other hand, the stylists have done a beautiful job with the front end, this time obviously copying Ferrari. And, as usual for Honda, the Prelude is a very pleasant car to drive. It has that elusive combination of excellent front visibility and driver friendliness that many manufacturers struggle to find, but never achieve. Power is amply provided by a multi-valve 2.2-liter 4-cylinder engine with 4 valves per cylinder and a power output of 135 horsepower at 5,200 RPM. And the SR model gets a 160 horsepower version of this engine. The engine has buckets of revving ability and a very good power range. 2 transmissions are offered, 5-speed manual and a 4-speed automatic. Our test car had the 5-speed, and this is one of the smoothest shifting manual gearboxes on the market. You'd be hard-pressed to find a better coordinated drivetrain anywhere. Fuel consumption is likewise competitive, 10.5 liters per 100 kilometers in the city, 8.1 on the highway. Price for the Prelude is $19,195 to start, and it comes with Honda's 36-month, 60,000-kilometer basic warranty. Although the new Prelude is slightly shorter than the last generation, it's substantially wider with interior dimensions that remain virtually unchanged. Too bad they didn't stay with the last generation of instrumentation. This visorless instrument panel is a disaster. The Prelude is supposed to be a sports car, but the instrumentation would be better suited to a Cadillac. This is the worst dash layout I've encountered since the Subaru XT. And getting out of the car, that's right, ingress and egress, is atrocious. It hurts to climb into this thing. Headroom, equally bad. I think this car's interior must have been designed by Tattoo from Fantasy Island. There is no elbow room in here. Nor do I like these door-mounted window controls. What was wrong with where they used to be? Back seat room is also minimal, but you do get a lockable push-through cubbyhole in the back seat for skis or extra-long baguettes, and a trunk lid that opens up at bumper level for easier loading and unloading. Safety equipment on the SR includes anti-locking 4-wheel disc brakes and a driver's side airbag, but our base model had neither. In short, the new Prelude is definitely a changed automobile, but is it a change for the better? The Prelude looks an awful lot like the Toyota Celica and will be competing head-to-head with it. Also on the list are the Nissan 240SX, Mazda MX-6, Volkswagen Corrado, and Plymouth Laser and Eagle Talon. I can only give this a driving dollar value of half a tank, Tony.
Well, that's very, very miserable of you, Ted, because I think this is the best-looking Prelude yet. The styling to me is wonderful. All the other Preludes to me had some kind of...
You like that back-end styling?
I think it looks wonderful, even if it was borrowed from the old Jaguar XJS, those lights by the look of things. But yeah, I think it looks great. I think every previous Prelude had a kind of uncoordinated style. There was something I didn't like about them. This one, I love the look of it.
I'll give you that it is different. I mean, Preludes have always been pretty anonymous. You hardly know they're there half the time. This thing definitely catches your eye, but the back end to me is way out of whack with the front. It looks like 2 different cars.
But this is the styling trend of the day. I mean,
the
high trunk line, the low nose, and so forth. The one thing I don't like about the nose, by the way, the 2 little plastic kind of nostrils either side of the front.
I don't like those. Did you have any problem with interior elbow room? I was really cramped in this car. I just felt like I was driving a go-kart or something. It was really crowded in there.
The interior, I like the interior quite a lot. One has to accept with a car like this that it is really a sports car, and the seat hugs you and so forth. It's a great car for just sitting and driving. It's not a car you want to lounge about.
But it's not a sports car. If you want to get out there and really do some enthusiastic driving, I can think of a half a dozen other cars that are similar that are better. This thing is not that good.
One thing that did amuse me, Ted, that instrument panel, that horrible long strike. You know, for years and years we were telling Oldsmobile to copy Honda's instrument panels. Now we're going to have to tell Honda to copy Oldsmobile's instrument panels. That's for sure.
I'll do it for you. Oldsmobile, don't copy Honda on this one. It's terrible.
Yeah.
Back seat room, there is none. I mean,
well, not in the back. The front seats are okay. I agree. I mean, it's a bit cramped, but I mean, if you really want more shoulder room and so on, you shouldn't be looking at a car like this. You know, the back seat, it's somewhere to throw your bag of squash gear or running gear or whatever. It's really not for real people.
Having said that, this is a fun car to drive. The engine is very, very powerful, and it has tremendous revving power. They've done a beautiful job on the drivetrain, as usual. But the rest of the car, I just can't live with it.
Well, they have, but I mean, to me, I mean, it's got to be a full tanker. I mean, I love the way the car
Full tank?
Oh, definitely. Yeah, I would say that because I like the way the car looks and I like the way it drives. It drives wonderfully.
On that note, I disagree. Both the red light, green light. I don't like the rear styling. I think it looks terrible. The interior layout not very good, especially the dash. And ABS should be standard on this car, and it's not. On the other hand, the drivetrain is very well coordinated, very nicely done, as usual. Visibility out front, a Honda trademark, very nice. Fuel
Auto Info with